When was the last time you checked the tires of your wheelchair? When was the last time you checked the tires of your loved one's wheelchair? This is an important uh, homework to do from time to time because the wheels obviously are the foundation of your power wheelchair or your manual wheelchair, and they need to be checked to make sure there's no thumbtacks in there, there's no nails in there, that they're not stripping, cracking, chipping. So those are the things you need to watch for because they are the foundation of your wheelchair. And so we're gonna see me on the floor in a few minutes. I'll be checking my tires because I can't see sitting from up here how my tires are doing. So we're gonna see me on the floor, see some pictures of my tires, and this is the homework I do now every 3-4 months because my power wheelchair is 4 years old, and and I've used it a lot, and my wheels are. We'll see in a minute how my wheels are. So, all right, hang in there, and I'll see you in a second. So, as I said before, it's really important to check your wheels. And yes, I'm on the floor today. I did not fall. So, I needed to get down here to really look at my wheels. But they're all okay. There's no thumbtacks, there's no nails, they're not split, they're not cracked. So this is important because, and the same thing for manual wheelchairs. And to kind of look, I had to get down on the floor because sitting way up there, I might not catch something. So as far as I can tell, my wheels are doing pretty good, and all the screws are in. Nothing's fallen out. Now you might not have to get on the floor like I'm doing, and for me to get up, it's going to be a challenge. But you can have somebody else check them, make sure all the screws and bolts are in, they're not cracked or loose or anything. Very difficult for it to get loose because they've done this by machine. So really, really hard to make anything loose after a while. But just in case you had something, it's always good to check. So all my wheels seem to be okay. They have some wear. 4 years. I've had this power wheelchair for 4 years, and I haven't had any issues other than the ones I caused it because I fool around with things, I loosen things, I tighten things, and then I get into trouble. So I'm a curious cat. What can I say? But so this is important. If you can't get down on the floor, which I probably shouldn't have, but if you can't get on the floor, to really check them, have somebody do it for you. You can always bring it to the store. You can bring it to the organization you're working with, have them check it over, and make sure everything is okay. All right, I'm going to shut this off right now because I'm going to get up, and that's not going to be pretty. All right, see you in a bit. For me, I am safely back in my chair. That was something else. I don't get on the floor very often, but it's good for me to practice getting on the floor, getting back up. And for anyone, one of us who's in a wheelchair, you want to practice that. If you haven't been trained to do it, then don't try it. But yes, I'm back up. So one of the key aspects of checking your wheels is, the wheels are the foundation of your power wheelchair. And you don't want something to go unchecked because that could, tear or crack all of a sudden. And leaving that crack or split will cause issues for your power wheelchair or for your manual wheelchair. It'll be harder and harder for you to maneuver with that wheel that's not doing well, or both wheels, or all four wheels. So the same thing for manual wheelchair is important to check it. So let's say you do find something that is not quite healthy. So then you want to contact either your therapist, the store that sold you the chair, or the organization that provided you the chair. Like, I'm working with National Seating and Mobility, and they know if something's wrong. I call them, I get in contact with them, and then I go down to the garage, or they come here and they help me out. Like the batteries, I knew they were dying on me, so they came here and they changed my batteries. Or I know my arm, I was fooling around with the screw, and then the screw fell inside the tubing of the armrest. Very annoying. So I really wanted it fixed as soon as possible. So I went to the garage, and one of the techs came out and checked it. He said, how'd this happen? I said I was fooling around with it. Aha! So he fixed it. So sometimes you have to do that and go down to the garage. But usually wheelchairs are pretty sturdy and pretty well done, and you shouldn't have to be too concerned about your wheels. But if something's going on, you want to make note of what's going on and how long it's been that way to see if it needs a repair. You want to make sure that screws and bolts are in and everything looks okay. Changing your wheels, it's not a big deal. They just hoist it up and put a new wheel on. Mine, probably by next year, are probably going to be looking a little hairy. I do have some, what do you call it? I've had it for 4 years, so the treads are kind of going down a little bit. And so my wheelchair has its battle scars that I call them. And, it'll be important for my therapist to take a look and see if we need to change it and either work on the chair and give it spruce it up, or, get the next chair that will support and help me out. So, wheels. Can you get different wheels? Yes, you can get different wheels. Will the insurance cover that? I don't know. Can you get new wheels? Yes. I don't know how often. I don't know if it's every 2 years or every 5 years. I'm not sure. You'd have to check your insurance and talk to your therapist and see what they think in regards to the wheels. Manual wheelchairs, the same thing. I think they have every 2 years, but it really depends on the program that you are associated with, or the insurance you're associated with, that will assist you with wheels and batteries and all those basic things that you need for your wheelchair. So that is my masterclass on wheels. That's really important. I don't want anybody, to dismiss it, because I've seen people with chipped wheels and cracked wheels and wheels that are peeling, and that's not good for the driver, for the propeller, for the wheelchair itself. It's not good. It's not healthy. So really important to take a look from time to time. I would say maybe every 6 months, every 3 months, depending how old your wheelchair is and how old the tires are. I have the original tires on this power wheelchair, so I do kind of look at them a little often now, every 3 months maybe, but they've worn down. They've worn down, definitely. So I just keep an eye on them, and we'll see next year what my therapist says on my wheels and how much I've used the power wheelchair, and we'll see what we need to do next. So this is my introduction to wheels, and you've seen other videos. There are other videos on here, and I'll connect them to this in regards to wheels, and they're pretty good. They're pretty solid videos, and they'll be also helpful on some ideas. So, and the different types of wheels that exist for manual wheelchairs and power wheelchairs. So I will connect that video so you can take a look and get some ideas. So that was it. I'm glad you found us. I'm glad you participated in the master class for wheelchair wheels. All right, everyone, take care, and give us a like, subscribe, make a comment, share the video, whichever you would like to do. It's all free, and I am so glad you found us, and I'll see you in the next one.